they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in her. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud.
Tonight, from Seattle, Washington, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. It's the Mississippi State product at quarterback. Calling the shots will be Dak Prescott.
I love his mobility, and I think he continues to get better and better as a pocket passer. But how about just his plain intangibles that he brings to the position? Mental toughness, as well as a physical presence that helps power any offense.
A first down throw for Prescott. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 56 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Second and 11 at the 41.
We got chips up here. Chips up here.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Isaiah Simmons there defensively.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
The Seahawks send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Cardinals now for their first drive. And they'll be let out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What the columnists write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave what the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win. When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
2-yard gain on the play.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Call it a loss of 14 on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
3 plays and out. It's fourth down.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Fielded at the 43. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
It's a gain of 11. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Prescott from the gun on third. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They run the counter. Robinson. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Back to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They run the counter. It's Robinson, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and
now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this one complete to Will Fuller.
complete.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And his kick is indeed good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0.
Cardinals 3, Seahawks 0.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Prescott looks to throw on first. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
6.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Jeffrey Simmons drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The Seahawks send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards there. 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
The third down pass. Intercepted. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Cardinals 3, Seahawks nothing.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On the delay, here's Carson. And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
It's 4th down.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He has not had the start to this game that he envisions here in the second quarter. He's struggling a little bit. But, hey, they're in the lead right now. So kind of what's going on in his head, do you think, Charles?
I think that's what he has to keep in mind. Winning the ball game is not going the way he wants in terms of his own play. But, oh, yeah, that's right, winning the ball game. So don't press. Don't try and do things outside of what's going on right now. Don't try to increase your game or get yourself right. Just make sure you continue to lead your ball club and keep them moving in the right direction.
Well, they've got that lead so far. 1 interception for him, no touchdown passes. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seahawks take back over, and right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
On 1st down, it's Carson. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
16 yards, a 1st down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 16 yards. A little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Prescott. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
At the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Here's Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3. A 10-play drive that time. And it was all capped off by the Chris Carson touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
He was covered by Jamal Adams.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on here to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes Chris Carson in the Seattle offense. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter.
2nd and 6.
On 2nd down now. It's Carson, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Prescott from the gun. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. It's taken to the 26. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. They've been faced with a tough test today here. Crowd's been really good. They're struggling. He's struggling. We'll see if they can pick things up.
And the crowd has had an impact, and they feel good about that because he's not playing.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
A loss of 9 yards.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And he will find his man on the outside. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Going to run the sweep here. This is Hopkins. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Prescott now. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jeffrey Simmons, his 2nd sack of the night.
If you rank 1 from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, 1 from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31-32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now it's Carson. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 3rd down, Carson, and they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Seahawks send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Chris Carson trotting back out there. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing, Prescott. He'll find Metcalf. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. And standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. As far as the early games go in that 1 o'clock window, we'll be focused on that game in Nashville. A big one for the Titans, as they'll have to contend with the San Francisco 49ers. Good games in the late afternoon as well. We'll stay out east and highlight the matchup at MetLife Stadium, where it'll be the Giants taking on the Denver Broncos. And then lastly, the nation gets a good one on Monday night between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Detroit Lions. In the game you're watching, you've seen a strong first half out of Dak Prescott. His guys have the lead, as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. 22-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Complete to his
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
At the 27-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They run. Robinson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So possession goes over here on the punt.
1st and 10 at their own.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They were losers last time out to the 49ers, but right now they're on the right side of the scoreboard as they start out 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Draw play. This is Carson. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Isaiah Simmons gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
3rd and long for Prescott. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The football going back over to Arizona now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw left side, got to be taken in by Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd down, it's Robinson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Ball carrier. He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run here with Robinson. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
9-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up
out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now back to throw. Able to find Harris, complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Fuller brings it in over the middle. 7 yards the pickup there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
No gain on the play.
Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 8-yard line.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and goal.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Max Crosby drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down.
3rd and goal they decided to throw for, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And his kick is right there. It's good. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
Cardinals 6.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
25-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. A pass underneath for Carson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They run again with Carson. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43.
A A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken around the 12. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. On the run, it's Robinson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A 4-yard pickup on the play. And the Cardinals
back to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And a yard at the Seahawks' 43-yard line.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
The pass
certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They throw again on second down. This one's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. They'll look to throw again. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Fourth down trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
A handoff as they run the counter play. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
He was brought down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Draw play to the running.
That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Arizona.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got it. And the Cardinals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll set up to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Likely the play of the game here. Trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Let's see what our player spotlight feature has in store with Dak Prescott. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Makes it 3rd and
Prescott from the gun. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The Seahawks send out their punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And taken at the 46. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started. Nice gain. Got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
3-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Quickly here, and that's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Complete.
19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And now the Cardinals are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. In a tie game 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. Well, the situation very simple here. Late game, down 7. They've got to get it in the end zone.
And the best players know how to be calm in these situations because you know right now his pulse is like a jackhammer. So how does he rein it in, make sure the team has a little bit of calm, coupled with that sense of urgency. Got to walk that line a little bit, but get it downfield in order to score, and then put the pressure on the guy who kicks the ball because he could tie the game.
It's been a fun game. It all comes down to this.
2nd and 7.
At the throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there, 8 yards. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Prescott. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
They'll run on 1st down. Robinson. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Going to run the sweep here. This is Hopkins. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. With a heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
And sometimes things come together exactly like you want. It's not just been the volume of carries he's had in this contest. It's been the production as well.
Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll.
Tonight's final